Hey, what's up, Chicago? And welcome back to episode 509 of Speak Your Mind Radio, season 13. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Queen Star, aka Ms. Hip Hop. And today, y'all, we have a very special guest in the building, like literally. He's a hip hop emerging artist from Chicago. And we're gonna be talking about some of his tracks and some of my favorite tracks, All Love, Black Page, and Mucho Mango. Okay. So make sure you guys tune in. And yeah, without further ado, bring it up next to the mic. Wonderful. How you doing, Wonderful?
Yo, what up? What up? How y'all doing? What's up, world? It's Laville, aka Wonderful. Let's get it.
All right, man. You already know how we do on Speak Your Mind Radio. We hit things off with a traditional icebreaker question.
Okay.
All right. What does it mean to be at a level of humbleness and great and gratitude when the universe is just about to bless you?
Man, that's a dope question, man. That is so dope. Uh, what does it mean to me mentally? I feel like it means like it means the world to you. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to take your time with it. Like me, I came through a lot, and I done saw and I done conquered and I fell down again. So like that whole feeling humble, that's like, man, that's like one of my keys to success. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a good stepping stone for me personally. But I think you just have to like hold on to it until like your last days, because tomorrow's not promised. You feel me? But at the same time, you just gotta relax, start over, learn from it, and be better and overcome it, and then you can be strong as a whole, as a human body.
Definitely. And just to elaborate on what you said, life is full of ups and downs, and there is no smooth side of the mountain. 10 toes down for you getting back up and doing it all over again, like for real, for real. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, absolutely.
I heard the lyrics in your the words in your song, so I know what you're talking about. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah, all day for
Yeah.
sure.
Um, you know what? I can't help but to call you by your government name sometimes.
That's yeah, that's I think that's a given. You know what I mean? That's you didn't meet me. It's wonderful. Like it's weird when I go to work, people be like, "How you doing, wonderful?" I'm like, "Nah, don't call me that." Like, so it's just it's a yeah, you get used to it, especially if you tune in and you listen a lot. You'll understand the grace of the artist itself. So yeah, for sure.
Definitely. I gotta ask you, like, because you just made a huge point. I didn't meet you as Wonderful. I met you as Vale. So
Yeah.
you start rapping. Like, when did this all occur?
So like I've been rapping, like even before Lincoln days. Rapping was always one of my like to go hobbies. Even if I was like in band or sports or whatever it was, I was always into like just creating something for as art. And rap took it to when I was like 8, 9 years old, but didn't take it serious until I got like in high school. It started with battle raps. Like trying to understand. And then when like how it is from the shot, we used to roast. We used to like flame everybody and like being funny, being a comedian. That was another form of rap. So that was just it's been in me. That whole creativity, that whole level. It's been in me since I was young.
Okay, so you've been had this on lockdown since 8 or 9 years old. And this is
Yeah,
it's like I didn't even know that you was rhyming like that because you Donkey Kong on these beats, yo. Like you just be spitting and it's crazy. It's a fiery type of vibe when I listen to you flow because it's always different, you know?
the pattern, the delivery, the way, the shape, the form of the whole like art form, like the lyricism, all of that. I try to like be so diverse with it, so where it won't sound the same. Even though you're gonna get something from me, I always challenge myself. Even if like the recording sessions used to be crazy because all of the takes I wasn't perfect at it, but to formulate it and put it together, like even one of my engineers, he he described me as a syncopated artist. Like it sounds like I'm just so all over the place with it, but it still forms like a beautiful picture, you know. So like that's something I had like deep inside of me, where it was like a shell that I would like. Lavelle would be the outside element, but wonderful would be the you're not gonna show it until they hear it. So that was a shell that I was like groundbreaking. Now like I ain't trying to get y'all too much, but when man, like once this new project is out, then you're gonna hear both levels of Lavelle and Wonderful. So it's gonna be this whole like life form, and no more inside, no more outside. It's gonna be all around the globe.
Wow, that's a an inside out question because like again, you got to be an avid listener of your music to actually get that piece of what you were saying, like the inside the stuffing of a cookie, you know what I'm saying? And
Facts.
your new project that you're working on, I'm jumping a little bit, but
No,
Lavellement,
you good.
tell me
Yeah.
about that development of Lavellement.
So so it's pretty much my first name attached to element. So the way I pronounce the project is called Lavelament, and that is an issue I want to get off my periodic table. So it's it's not even like far as like oxygen or hydrogen or you know what I'm saying? Like none of those elements. This is Lavelle's table. This is Lavelle's world. His the stuff that I've been through, you know, like stuff that I done seen, you know. All love is that track alone kind of describes the new project that I'm creating now. That is just gonna be I really feel deep down in my heart this is gonna be the best project I ever made in my life.
And this will also be what, your fourth studio album?
It will be, yes.
Congratulations, bro.
Yo, yo, I appreciate that. Yeah. And
I
I'm
gotta go ahead. What were you gonna say?
now I'm just excited. I'm just like
I am
truly
too.
excited and I appreciate you because you are opening doors for people that don't even realize the level that I'm on right now at this age. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you, Showstop.
Thank you. I just want to tell you, it's crazy because I was gonna do this at the end, give you your flowers, but like the development of who you are is instilled in your pen game, okay? And I'm serious. Like I want to actually go back to Mucho Mango because I think that track was kind of challenging for you. You just jumped right on the beat and you did
Facts.
your own thing, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, Mucho Mango, that's come on now, you know that's Chicago down, out south, out west, Gary, Indiana, I don't care. That this whole like era of Arizona's, I feel like that's the best drink out of all of them. So yes, yes, like shout out to Marty. He the one that illustrated the video and everything. But me and him together, man, he kind of like I talked to him before I even wrote the song, and I said, as soon as I write this song, I want to shoot a video like the next week. You know, he like bet, let me just hear it, send it to me, and let's do it. And I mean, and I'm saying like when it comes to that type of challenge and beat, because especially the way the wave is with music today, and we still consider this like the old school rooted. I had to have fun with it. Like I had to do something simple. I had to like put my mind to where I ain't gotta think too hard about it. And I wrote it in like 2 minutes. Cause I'm like, if I could say something, yeah, if I could say something catchy, like what we hear today, why not just make it catchy in a verse? And it don't even necessarily have to be a 16 until you hear the end of it. You feel me? Like, yeah, that was fun. That was real fun to me. Like, that had to be the groundbreaking of my seriousness.
That's funny because I actually thought the same thing because the catchiness came in for me with the hook. Like, and I want you to break this down for people that ain't from Chicago. You feel me? But
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
hey Joe, what up, bro? Hit up Brody, bad boy, not Puff, baby boy. Yep, Jody had a swisher 2 times. Yep, call him slash Brody, mucho mango. That's my shit.
Oh my god, that's this, and like I came up with the hook before I even start writing because I'm like I'm not gonna write I always used to write verses before the hook. I was trained to do that. Now like that I had to, and it was like that. Hey Joe, you know that's Chicago. Um, the Jody line, the bad boy, the baby boy, like it was all like triple entendres in the hook. So like that's what made me so excited about it, and then the whole me yelling Mucho Mango, that's the anthem of the song. You already know.
Boy, you just, I'm telling you, that's what took the cake for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already a fan of the music, but
Yo,
that song
yo.
right there, it need to go further. Push, 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 push.
And I think that's like my most streaming song right now. That's the most streaming. And I looked at it and like, what's crazy is it's most people stream most of my music outside this country. That's how I know it's like you got to move. You know what I'm saying? Closer to where your fans is at because they playing it like crazy, man. Me, I usually don't go off of views, likes, and whatnot, but you need that support at the same time, you know.
Yeah, you
So yeah,
definitely do. Yeah, most definitely.
yeah.
Um, I'll tell you one thing R. Kelly used to say. He used to say, man, you don't never get no love from your hometown, but as soon as you step out that motherfucker, you get hella love. I'm like, for sure.
That's it's the truth. It's the truth, man. It's the truth for
It's,
sure.
um,
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, like, how did you, because you are so inside out, you're so diverse. How did you like just come up with the name Wonderful? You put the one and then therefore, but why do
Right.
you call yourself so wonderful?
Um, man, it's so many definitions of why how I created my name. Like, in at first it was Lil C, which was like the acronym of Life in Lavelle Clark. Like it was Shorty Doo Wop before that. And that was, you know, shout out to my peers that put me on music and everything that taught me. And then like when I was at Lincoln, I was like, I can't. I don't want to be the next Lil Wayne. I don't want to be the next Shorty, whatever. I want to be me. I want to be me as inside. Like I want to be the number one, and that's just how it came. Like I don't want to call myself number one, but then it started with hashtag one, and then I was like, nah, I just want to be called one. And when I really start tapping into one of my favorite producers, which is Ninth Wonder, I listen to him so much to like I'm like, man, he makes me think. He makes me wonder all the time. Like, and then I was like, there you go. Wonderful. Like, wonder. Then I wanted to like, no, I'm not just gonna call myself Wonder. I'm gonna just put a spin on it. Let me replace WON, which I feel like I'm winning, for the number one. You know, like take those three letters out, put one in place of that DERFUL, and that was just how it started. And I started rapping to all of his beats so much, I felt like I was getting on his nerves. You know what I mean? Like I was trying to reach out to him, like all of that. I tried sending them emails, like, "Hey man, my name Wonderful, Knife Wonder." Like, nah, man, it was just, and I was glued since, man. Like I couldn't let it go.
That's dope because I was gonna ask you like who is your dream collaboration with as far as producers I go on, and you just told me Ninth Wonder, so yeah.
Knife Wonder all day. I got a couple more. Man, Alchemist. Alchemist is like one of my. I've seen him live last summer, and it almost felt like I seen hip hop all in one form. You know what I mean? Because he's so like elevated with everybody, and everybody messes with him like on that level, on that from underground to you know hip hop tier. Alchemist is like right there for me. You know,
Yeah, most definitely. I feel everything that you're saying because it's all again in your music.
facts.
Um, you're welcome. Now I want to talk to you about being black and proud. Like this is a serious topic too because you wrote a song called Black Page. And one, I want to ask you why'd you name it Black Page? And two, talk about that specific location in Harvey because that's so important.
Uh, yeah. Well, I named it Black Page because we don't see too many black pages when we open up a book. You know, like it was all a creative concept. So, Black Page all started, you know, all Missouri, St. Louis, Mike Brown, George Floyd. It all take a page out of our history. You know, and I simplified it in like in a way to where Black History Month need to be not a month. It need to be pages. You need to break the days down in the pages. Break the days down into not June 19th, break it down to a whole year. Like let's not celebrate just let's celebrate it every day that we're here. You know, like that was the whole concept of Black Page. Uh, like I've been through the system, you know what I'm saying? Like to where I was in trouble. It was trials, it was tribulations to where I got out of the system. And I still didn't feel like I was free, you know. Like till this day, I still walk around like I have to be Lavelle, but sometimes I gotta keep the smile on my face, and I hate that, you know. So it's just a reality thing. When I wrote it, it was like this is what we gotta go through, regardless. I'm gonna breathe this in the spirit of the mic, like, and that's metaphorically spirit of Mike Brown, you know, spirit of St. Louis. Like my daughter stays in St. Louis, and that's just that culture vulture that I want to keep flying with. And that's what I really mean by Black Page, because I want to breathe that. Regardless of my music, you're gonna hear something when it comes to racism or us standing by our side or just like being prideful for who we are as a Black person. You know what I'm saying? So that's that's just God given in me.
Right. So did you write the track before the before the incident happened at the apartments where they trapped people and boarded people up in their homes?
Man, I did. I wrote that track. That was, yeah, that was way before that. That was man, it was just a coincidence that I had shot the video, you know, like at the place. It was just so a coincidence, and then like that's what I mean by you just never know how the vision can turn out to. You know what I'm saying? Like far as what I'm saying, you just be surprised how it links up and clicks up at the same time. Like when that late, oh man, I hate to mention it, but when that happened and when they closed that down, we just was like, let's just do it here in front of this building, not knowing, you know, willingly that it will connect like that. So
Yeah,
that was just a out of the blue, but it worked out in some way, you know.
most definitely. It's like the universe has plans for you and your music, basically.
I'm a firm believer of that, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I want to talk about more of the discography of your music because I want to take it back all the way to the pandemic, 2020.
yeah,
I'm sorry, Vaccine, your track.
uh huh.
The creativity behind that was almost like you were spitting it now in 2024 when people were like actually getting it.
Okay. Oh
And
wow, wow.
I'm just saying, social distancing, you're not vaccinated, get away from me. I don't want to be near you. But then you
Right,
find out after all of that, people are still kind of like that. You know what I mean?
right, for sure. Yeah, yeah. I don't know, like when you if you really pay attention to subject to wake up cover, it's a teacher. You know, the teacher is the phone itself sitting on top of the desk, and all you see is like certain things on each desk. It's a mask. It's a syringe. It's an apple on a, you know, it's an apple that's not being touched because obviously I'm not gonna bite this apple. I don't know if it has COVID or not. You know, like if you really pay attention to that cover, it speaks volumes on each track. And Vaccine is really one of them. And I'm so glad you're an avid listener. Vaccine is one of those. All right, now I gotta teach these assholes like that. Y'all gotta learn. Y'all need to learn. And I was one of those assholes when I was a kid. I was one of those assholes. You know, I didn't care. Like I didn't want to learn nothing. Now I'm the teacher. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't. If I want you to hear it again, and it's crazy how Sister Act 2 did their 30th anniversary, but I'm in the background singing, "We fly right through it, we fly right through it," like it's a bird chorus. And I
Mm.
know you familiar with Lauryn Hill saying, "Well, this is a bird chorus because we fly right through it." So that motivated me so much to create Vaccine. You know, because you're not gonna if you want to go somewhere, you want to be somebody, you better wake up and pay attention. And that's how I
Yeah,
came up with subject to wake up.
exactly, exactly. And I did watch
Yeah.
I'm about to say the film, the cover art, and I paid attention to it, and then I looked at it, and I'm like, yes, yes, yes. I get, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
There is it's a few other songs on there. I think it was I'm at Peace. I'm not sure if this track was on there or not. It was called John
John Coffey.
Coffee.
So John Coffey is on my first project, Subject to Wake Up, and I used John Coffey from Green Mile. You familiar with Michael Clark Duncan?
Oh yeah, I had to look it up and everything.
Yeah, John Coffee. So coffee is symbolic to coffee, like, but John is like John Doe. To me, this my wake up is coffee, and what I'm saying in the song is just basically I go to work like I'm a robot, and I come home and I'm not doing anything. So I'm just a John Doe drinking his coffee, starting over, and go to sleep, wake up, and it's just like I'm a robot. I like don't have any feelings, and then those feelings start turning into an iRobot. You know what I mean? And that song itself is just I gotta fake it until I make it, and I pray that I wake up to start over again to be something different by the end of the day. So yeah, thought
Yeah,
provocative, man. It's
that
crazy.
is thought provoking. It's like the infected versus the healthy or whatever you want to call it, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
Um, this is has been a great conversation with you, and now I kind of want to break things down and tie things together and ask
Okay,
you to freestyle for Freestyle Friday.
okay. I think I can do that.
All right.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. So I wake up blessed to a star through the MacBook that I'm speaking through. It's just how I end my week through before I put on my tie suit. Let me get through this before I face a lawsuit. Used to want to be a bad boy like Mace until I start realizing that he was replaced. Now I got to face with this bad boy, Diddy Allegate. Shins, I see you later. I don't want to pay no more favors. I just do whatever I can to stay in my own favor and be blessed to see whatever enemy that be means a lot. Doesn't mean that I'm the enemy. So I'm just gonna do everything to be at peace with Serenity, which is my daughter's name, and I'm gonna stay forever until my brain's gone. And hopefully y'all can keep my brain and put it in a clone or some way to keep Wonderful alive and just speak it I do like these people do with pride. Like she bless and respect everything that I own, and now I gotta figure it out so she can be the one that don't feel alone. And I'm freestyling off the top because I love myself. And I got to do that because I love myself. And hip hop loves me because it's still embedded in me. And I'm never going to sleep. So you can keep the bed beneath me. And that's how it's supposed to be. And I'm going to stay close to me in heart, shape, and form so I can show you my infinity. Mirroring behind, it's going to see everything on the back of my mind. And that's how I feel. And then the way I want to feel, I said this last night. And I'm going to just keep it real. I'm going to leave this development industry is shaking like cicada season, and y'all call me weird, and y'all acting like bugs and eating cicadas like it's a cicada season, and I'm gonna just end it off like that. This is 2024. I don't want my president to be black nor white, and then I gotta feel like we can say this in a reality check. Y'all just want Donnie Dump Trump back in so you can get that stimulus check. And I hate the fact that black people think about money, but that's the root of all evil. And I don't even think that's funny. But let's keep hope alive, and we'll stay that way. Development coming your way, sooner or later. Yeah,
Absolutely, absolutely. Till we get an audience back here. You feel me?
yeah, yeah, gang, gang.
No, I like the way that you stayed on subject. You really freestyle right here from the dome and everything
Yeah,
that's going on, and I love it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
that was
respect that
excellent.
style. Man, this is crazy, man. I feel so excited. We bonded so cool, man. Like, and I want to keep this going. I don't want this to be the last.
I don't want it to be the last either, bro, for real. And
For
that's
sure, for sure.
because I'm looking forward to the development of Lavelle. I mean,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Wonderful.
same thing. It's the same. It's the same. Because like I said, you're not gonna get wonderful no more. You're gonna get both sides. So that's the whole point of music, right?
Yeah, it is.
For sure.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much for tuning in. I mean, coming on the show today. Why don't you tell everybody where they can listen to your music and watch your videos?
You can definitely watch my videos on YouTube. That's normally where I post most of my videos. But it's gonna get better because through my distributor, I am gonna be on Vivo. It's gonna launch after this because it's been kind of like a slow run for me. But just follow me on all platforms: Spotify, Tidal, YouTube, Apple, under Wonderful. That's number one, DERFUL. You can follow me on Instagram mostly because that's really where I'm at, and my TikTok as well. My Instagram is my first name at Lavelle, Lavell, Element, Element. So y'all can just follow me there, and I'll keep y'all moving.
All right. Well, y'all heard it here first. Thank you so much for tuning in, Speak Your Mind Radio. Make sure you guys tune in on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple, Amazon Music, wherever you get your podcast fixed. Speak Your Mind Radio is there. And salute to everybody out there and have a great day. Thank you, Lavelle,
All
for
that.
coming out, bro.
All right, homie. So, hey, man, that was crazy.